I mean, I was 23 when I started first photography education in Georgia in 2000. No, 25 I was, 24, 25. And I was completely aware that I am no one. I have no big expertise, but I can bring people together. And this has been working, you know. So this is very important to not wait to think, oh, what I know to create a school. It's not true. But, you know, I did it because of necessity again. Not because of my wish or what I like and dislike, but what as a kind of reaction of what needs to be done. You know, once you are artist, you will be artist as there is about KGB agent. Once you are agent, you remain agent forever. So once you are artist, you have, so I call it hybrid economy, which is also creative economy. For example, we never pay rent for space. It's our principle that we have to gain the space for free, and we pay with other expertise that we have. At this I'm doing 20 years. So now the space where we are in the middle of the city is 2-floor building for next 10 years. It's for free. We don't pay for that. In this case, it was a private person that owns this factory here, and he just gave us because he trusts us and he knows what we are doing. And with the government, it's like that. We work during all these 20 years. I've been going on a rope, you see, because politics is so I'm not being affiliated to any political party, but still being able to make political statements. And but you know, my idea is not activism so much. My idea is of creating this reality which I believe is worth to create, and not so much to play with the rules of politics, because I think we will lose this because they are creating the rules. So but with what we call social innovation, with some kind of innovation, innovative structures like ours, the system does not recognize it as a threat, at least in beginning. So we can work next to the system. The system is confused because system knows if something recognizable coming to it, but if it's something new, this is a very powerful method to deal with. You know, you must have 5 gurus, not just one. So, of course, as anyone else, I was also really trying to, let's say, not focus on one, but I had luck by having different teachers, mentors that were artists, filmmakers that I've been working with or assisting them, or always like searching from childhood actually to be part of some kind of process. And I can remember different people that together made then sense for myself, you know. But you know, actually, I think that most valuable, what we have now after 10 years of this educational program, is the only experience that we learned and discovered in the process. It's much more valuable than, let's say, some kind of mind, intellect, ideas, or knowledge even. Because I would never invent these things which came by itself. And I can give you one example. I was flying back from Zurich. I was living in a commune there for a couple of days, and I was flying back. And in the airplane, I understood that farming and art could be a synergic course. And I wrote a small note about it in the plane. So I came back, and in 2 months we got funding from Swiss Embassy here, and we started this course. So in our school, one of the obligatory practices is going in field academy, that we call. That is also in curriculum there. But so we were thinking, okay, we are great, we invent something completely new, you know, art and farming, this is fantastic, ecology, environment, permaculture. But it seems that completely other reason is much more important for this practice, and I will tell you what. In the urban context, every one of us is wearing our context as our jacket, you see? Our status, where we are from, how we speak, what we dress, etc. But when you go once to the forest or in the field, this is completely irrelevant. So what we call this status undress, to go in the field, and actually this brought to us much larger significance of community and equilibrium among people than in just cities. So what we learned from it, that every new group, we start in the forest again. You see, the first thing we'll be going to forest and there to kind of elaborate things. The experience, what you ask, is about that after this, people go out, they understand that they have tools and they have empowerment to create their own institution, situation, project, long term. And this creativity of actually in reality, yes, inventing themselves, inventing their job, inventing jobs for other people. This is multiplication finally of this experience and knowledge. But yes, there are differences in students, but definitely all of them manage to come out and stand on their feet and have imagination and understanding that they can do a lot of things themselves. So they are really transformed. I mean, in the city here, those people also like meeting the students, asking, what's happened to you? And they say, I've been to CCA, so okay, this is clear, kind of, you know, transformed. And one of the important things of what I was speaking about Field Academy is also that this to achieve equilibrium also in social and any ways that group is consisting of. So this natural environment creates equilibrium among all kinds of differences that we love to have in the groups. Even we have also students from abroad, from Brasilia, from Switzerland, from Finland, and Armenia and other countries. But so this is also a very important element that I wanted to mention. Education has its own dramaturgy. And without that, you cannot deal with really changing of consciousness. And short courses are like fragments that does not create a whole picture. You know, what they like to say holistic, it's not holistic. But it's really like that. The world is like that, it's complex, you know. Only humans are separating things and, you know, making a separation. So the education should be also like that, should be complex and should be inclusive and should be, you know, like an ecosystem in itself. Working with natural farming, I got a lot of inspiration about permaculture. Yes? Permaculture is that people learn from nature how to transform the formula of the nature and cooperate with nature and create agriculture, right? But there are two processes. First process is you recognize certain formulas, and the second process is you apply somewhere. While I was doing these observations, I understood that if you first grasp the mechanisms of how nature is developing and evolving, this is already a big thing, because you can not transform just to agriculture, but you can transfer to social settings also. You know, I was studying in film institute here my idea was to make films. And I was thinking that first I have to learn how to shoot film. So I had luck to be in a group of very good cameramen, which was my first mentor, as you said. It's a wonderful person. He's now 95 and he's really a wonderful person that gave me a large depth of knowledge, somehow I could say, or inner mechanisms of creativity somehow. And but then there was civil war here. The school was kind of vanished, and I had this idea: I need to study. I need to get some kind of good education. So I went abroad. I studied, and the situation was personal, and I was living in Antwerp. So going back to like film and thinking about film, there was no good film school that I could attend in Belgium, but there was good art academy and there was quite good photography. And this was very big surprise for me, because in Soviet Union, where I was grown up, photography is also medium of truth. So it was not possible to study, because you study truth, you can talk the truth after. So, but photography was also perceived in very one-dimensional way, more like aesthetics, more like reportage, but not really depth, not really historical, anthropological, and social layers of it. So then I didn't study film anymore, and I became to just make organization instead of films. My everyday looks like quite chaotic, but I am making certain practices twice a day, which is like 30 to 40 minutes. And I must tell you, this is like an entirely new journey of inside of yourself also. If you are not example yourself, speak whatever you want, So I believe that, and it will take much more bigger part that these science practices, which I call yoga, for example, that this is the way to awakening actually everyone, from inside. Because the third eye is looking inside. Yoga is the only maybe practice that offered in the world as a religion where you have to concentrate inside, you see? So this is, I think, very big gift that we have, and we have to use it just.